on WLEC that this prisoner had escaped from the Honor Farm on Hull Road. And I remember it was in August, so we had corn all around our house. And I remember talking to my neighbor across the street, Carol Camp, and I said, gee, we wouldn't know if there was anybody out there in the corn, you know. So anyway, she said, well, if you need anything, call me. We had told each other, if you need anything, give me a call. And we had a Christian Family Movement meeting at our house that night.
It's a church group.
And actually, I wasn't scheduled to have it. Somebody else was. But they couldn't, and they had called me and asked me to do it. And I said yes. And I'm so thankful that I had it, because if I hadn't had it here, my sister-in-law would have been babysitting our kids. So we were home for a reason. Found out a lot of this later, that he was sitting on the picnic table listening out here on the patio, listening and watching us at our meeting. He'd been there all evening. And after everybody left and we went to bed, we had 4 kids at the time, 2 in one bedroom by ours and 2 cribs in the small bedroom. And Don was on vacation, and he happened to be, you were painting the house, weren't you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and he had a ladder out here. But anyway, after we went to bed, I was awakened by someone that was holding something to my throat and saying, I won't hurt you if you do what I say. I just want to get out of here, he said. And I remember he told me to come with him, and I tried to kick Don, but I guess I always kicked him because he didn't respond. And
I didn't wake up.
he didn't wake up. And he took me in the living room. And actually, he was a nice person. We sat and talked to each other for quite a while. We could talk, and he asked me about the meeting and the people that were here. And he even told me that he was an altar boy when he was young. And he wasn't mean at all. And he just told me he was going stir crazy. He said he had to get out of here, and if we would help him leave, he wasn't going to hurt anybody. And I believed him because I could tell what kind of a person he was. And then he said, let's get everybody up. We're going to leave. I want to go. I thought he said to Michigan.
Yeah, he's going to use my car and have me drive.
And so he said, get your kids dressed, get your husband up, and I want you to take me to Michigan like we're traveling as a family. So I got Don up. He followed me in the bedroom. We got Don up, and he told him what was going on. And we proceeded to get the children dressed. And he asked Don if he had a weapon.
Shotgun.
And
Weapon, yeah.
Don had a shotgun down the basement. And did you go down there with him?
Yeah, that's when you had a chance to use the phone.
And he went down there
he
with...
He had me go down the basement and show me where the shotgun was.
But he went with him.
And then he got some shells. and he loaded the shotgun. And we come back upstairs, and in the meantime, she had a chance to call her neighbor.
I called Carol on the phone, and all I said was, "This is me, get the sheriff." And hung up. And as they were coming up the stairs, he said something about the phone. And I said it was a wrong number. I don't know. I know what he heard. The sheriff called me back,
Oh, yeah, sure.
and he heard the phone.
That's stupid.
And he asked if everything was all right here. And I said, you know, what else could I say? The guy was right there. Anyhow, he heard that. And, well, then we went in the bedroom to get the kids. And Don said he took the storm window, or opened the window. I guess there was the screen
The
out.
screen was there.
And he told me I climbed out. And he started handing me the kids. They were only a baby, 2, 3, and 4. And I had 2 of the kids outside when he came in our bedroom, and then he said, Don said I was going across the street take the kids, and he said, "Go ahead, you can take them out." So he let us take the children, the rest of them out, and I walked across the street to my neighbors.
Yeah, you remember that they come to the door, the sheriff did?
Well, when I was walking, he took Dawn at gunpoint, I guess, to the front door.
The sheriff
I don't know.
come and rang the doorbell at the front door. I went to the front door and he asked me, "Everything all right in here?"
I forgot that because I wasn't.
Well, I winked and made faces and everything else, and I said, "Yeah, everything's all right." And anyhow, he didn't see me winking and making faces and stuff, so they figured it wasn't all right. And so they went back and they were going to load tear gas and shoot tear gas at the house. And just about the time they were ready to shoot tear gas in the house, the convict took me to the automobile at gunpoint and had me back the car out of the drive. The driveway was over there where the family room
that
is.
end of the house.
Family room is now, so I went over, got in the car and everything, and she and the kids were cleared, so I didn't have to worry about that. So just about right after they were thinking about shooting tear gas, the garage door opened up and I backed out, and he had the shotgun on me, and I just more or less decided, if I'm going to get away, I got to get away right now. I can't leave. So I had an old Plymouth that had the shifting on the right or on the left side on the dash. So I had it in reverse, a little push button. And when I got back out and swung towards Sandusky, pointed the car towards Sandusky, I hit the neutral button and the car just coasted back. I flew open the door, rolled out of the car, and crawled over behind a walnut tree that was out in front of the house. And he sat there in the car with a shotgun, and the car was in neutral, and he was done for it. He didn't have a chance.
And the sheriff, they were all.
So he had to surrender.
The sheriff was on the road. They were behind. In fact, one of them came to. They
said the car even
Yeah.
rolled back and bumped into the bumper of the sheriff's car, but I figured that was my only chance to get out of the car and get away from that gun, because it was a shotgun, so he couldn't turn and point it back because of the seat, and I knew that. So that's why I rolled out and called backwards behind a walnut tree there. So that's how I got away.
That was really.
He was sentenced and re-imprisoned, but I don't really know what happened to him since. If he got released or whatever. But
I think he had broken into Pete Zorn's house
yeah,
down the
he
road.
broke into Zorn's
That's
house
where he got
and
his
stole
weapon.
some clothing from Zorn's house. Yeah. So, but it was an exciting evening.